The weirdest thing about the GT350 is that every time I come out here and I drive the car really hard, redlining it, I always have to check the oil because most of the time I'm getting low pretty dang fast. And you know what? Just for a reference, I'm going to show you how much oil I put in this car within the past year. It is getting near Christmas, and as you guys know, we have a big Christmas surprise coming along our way. But back in the GT350R, welcome guys, welcome back to the Shelby lifestyle. Today I am on the road to Palomar Mountain. Now you may have seen a video out there, I had a rally, a bunch of people showed up. That was a blast, but you know what, we're in the GT350R and this is how we do things. Let's go head to those corners. Good old California, when you go out into the middle of nowhere, it's nothing, all beat up. The next thing you know, you see a casino. We have finally made it to Palomar Mountain. Now this is like my go-to place if I want to corner the GT350R, have some fun, get out of the city, because really look around us right now. There's really no one here, and in SoCal it's very hard to find a location where people are not at. Got the GT350R behind me. The tires, not the best, I will admit that. I just did a donut with it. Doing this, I can't go too fast in the corners because once you get these Cup 2s to lose a lot of tread, they get a bit slippery. That makes it fun, but at the same time, it makes it pretty dang dangerous. One thing I have not expressed yet is that I've had the GT350R for about 2.5 years now. That's a very long time. And throughout that 2.5 years, I've had this car. Yeah, watch out for these bumps. I've had this car basically everywhere. I've gone to Shelby bashes, driven hundreds of miles through rallies, tons of track days. So I'm very familiar with this car. I still have the same amount of fun with this car as the day when I first picked it up. They announced that they're making them for 2019 as well, so there's going to be quite a few GT350s out there. So if you have a chance to pick one up, I think this is going to be the best time to do so. The value is still holding pretty well, but with 5,000 GT350s a year and 500 to 1,000 Rs a year, you're going to be able to skip that big ADM that all of us had to pay when we first joined the game back in 2015 and 16. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want to see much more Shelby content, and while you're at that, hit that notification bell so you're up to date on all the new content. This car just slays these mountain roads. You guys, the Challenger behind me is trying to race me. Big fan of street racing. I've never been. It's not safe to go all out on the street and stuff. To me, since I've got a racing license and since I go to the track so much, I find that there's a place and a time to drive like this, and it's definitely not on the street. You'll never get tired of this car, and I see a lot of people trying to sell theirs to random lots. It's because they don't drive it, you know, on the track and really experience what the car is like. It sounds so good. What happens is that it echoes off everything, and it's a complete blast. I see a lot of people changing out the exhaust, putting on straight pipe, stuff like that. But to me, in my opinion, this stays stock. It's perfect. Okay, guys, we just made it up Palomar Mountain. Driving the 350R pretty dang hard up. It sounded great, but this guy right next to me, well, look at that decal he has on the side of his car. Man, it's awesome coming out here because you get to meet so many unique people in their cars, and they all come out here to have fun, just like, for example, me, what I'm doing today. I've gotten tons of messages on Instagram and YouTube about whether I will be selling the GT350R or the Super Snake for the 600 LT. And to put it simply, no. The experience you get out of a GT350R is unparalleled with anything else. The 600 LT, the car is cool and fun, but it's different. This car, getting rid of this would be getting rid of something that just makes you smile every single day. And why would you want to do that? Even the Super Snake, I'll never get another one again. You never find them for sale. So the Super Snake and GT350R, I've been with them so long, and everything about them I love. I'm new to the McLaren scene. I'm getting what they call the baby McLaren, which to me it's not a baby McLaren at all. It's a $200,000 car, but it's a different scene. It's a different level of a car. Now, if you want to have a car that you can run 10/10s all day long, and when something breaks, you can fix it yourself, I'd recommend the Shelbys, which is why I'm a Shelby Mustang enthusiast. What I'm finding is that now that my tires are basically gone, I'm not experiencing any understeer. All I'm experiencing is oversteer. That makes it fun, but it makes it sketchy going down this mountain. The unfortunate part about it is that you do get to have fun with this car, but 5 seconds later, you're going so fast, you catch up to the next person, and they're going 15, 20 miles an hour down this mountain. This thing is insane! Now, with the 600 LT just around the corner, the one part that does fear me about getting the McLaren is that these cars, they lose value insanely quickly. And you see that because when McLaren makes a new car, they make like 5 new cars a year. And they act like the Spider variants are a completely different kind of vehicle. And the owners that own the coupes, they trade in their cars for the Spiders. And the cycle just continues and continues. And it happened with the 675 LT. That car was $400,000 brand new. And within 2 years, that car became a $260,000 used vehicle. So that's the one crazy part about getting an exotic car. Now with the GT350s, the R, they really do hold their value. This is a 2016 GT350R, and I can sell this car and get roughly the amount of money it is brand new MSRP, and that is with driving it hard, you know, on the racetrack and at the mountain. So that's why I do prefer American cars, but getting the McLaren is going to be a unique spin to the channel, which I'm pretty excited to experience. This car was made to take corners fast. It was made to go to the road course, and if you never do that, you are truly, and I mean you are truly, missing out. No, I do not plan on getting rid of the GT350R or the Super Snake. Like I've said, they are truly unique, and I'm a firm believer that we will never see another car like these two cars ever again. Guys, I think I just found the perfect RPM to get all the cracks and the pops out of the GT350R. It's right about 3,900 RPM, and you slowly let off. Oh man, it makes it such a bummer being behind slow cars. This car just begs to go faster and faster and faster. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to comment down below what you think. Should I sell either the GT350R or the Super Snake and get something new? Maybe use that money to trade in to get the new 600 LT McLaren. Right now, I am on a firm no, but who knows what can happen. Also, subscribe for much more of the Shelby lifestyle, everything Shelby Mustang related. We do anything from stunts to track, road racing, anything you can imagine with these cars. We put these vehicles to the test. So subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're up to date on all the new content. Thanks again, and I'll see all of you in the next video.